I'm really looking forward to this week's meeting. But for some reason, I just cannot seem to shake this sadness. I mean, my one good year is running out. I mean, not only are the events in the group have me thinking, but just the events in my life, period. I'm really excited about the direction that the therapy group is going in. Everyone seems to be addressing their core issues, like Stuart, who talked about his 12-year-old son who he has unexplainable anger towards, and Rebecca, who's been open about her husband leaving her. And you can't forget about Gil, who's been attending AA meetings daily. My only concern about him is that he'll relapse because Rose is not willing to change. I can't seem to get Philip and Pam's relationship off my mind. I mean, why is it of such importance to me? Maybe if I help them fix their issues, it might just save my life. Well, man, I look forward to next session. Because Philip, he'll be talking about how Siphonhauer helped him.
Well, you can't talk about Schopenhauer without talking about Kant, the philosopher who is greatly respected for his work. He died when Schopenhauer was 16 and
Come on, Philip, get to the point.
I'm getting there. Schopenhauer wrote extensively about interior human concerns like sex, love, and death. He addressed those impulses that we humans cannot bear but must repress. He normalized my sexuality. He made me see how universal sex was and how it is the central point of all human transactions. He realizes the awesome power of sex drive. It's the most fundamental force within us.
Philip, is Schopenhauer a life-hating doctrine? He doesn't know how to relate to a real living person.
Set the record straight. I can recall Julius' methods being useful. One day I described to him my routinized evening of sexual seduction, and he responded that it seemed boring. That response shocked me and stuck with me. Obviously, I don't like acknowledging that he's been helpful. And perhaps Pam is right that I can't relate to a living person.
At least not easily, but you're getting there.
About myself. An autobiography. Where do I start? Well, even in my youth, I noticed in myself that whereas others strive for external possessions, I did not have to turn to such things because I carry within me a treasure infinitely more valuable than all external possessions. And the main thing was to enhance the treasure for which mental development and complete independence are the primary conditions, contrary to nature and the rights of man. I had to withdraw my powers from the advancement of my own well-being. That sounds pretty good. In order to devote them to the service of mankind. My intellect belonged not only to me, but to the world. Maybe I should add some attributes of my core self. Yeah. When at times I felt unhappy, it was because I took myself to be other than I was and then deplored that other person's misery and distress. For example, I took myself to be a lecturer who does not become a professor and has no one to hear his lectures, or to be one about whom this Philistine speaks ill or that scandalmonger gossips, to be the lover who is not listened to by the girl with whom he is infatuated, or to be the patient who is kept home by illness, or to be other persons afflicted with similar miseries. I have not any of these. All this is the snuff from which the coat has been made, which I wore for a short time, and which then I discarded in exchange for another. But then, who am I? I am the man who has written the world as will and representation, which has given a solution to the great problem of existence, which perhaps will render obsolete all previous solutions. I am that man. And what could disturb him in a few years in which he still has to draw breath? A message that I would like to send to my readers is, I urge you to live and experience life now, rather than live for the hope of some future good.
I've got something to announce today. Today is confession time, so go ahead, Tony. Tony and I have been sexually active for a while now, and it's hard for me to keep coming here and not say anything about it.
What? How long? How could you? Where is it going?
It's been going on for a couple weeks. I'm not sure where it's going. It just happened one day after a meeting.
Tony, are you gonna say anything?
Why would I? It's all news to me.
So you're saying it's not true?
I was just at your house the other night. You should have told me that you were going to have confession day and made me be on board.
Sorry, things weren't sitting right with me. I felt like I was betraying you, Julius, in my contract here with everyone else and myself.
I have thoughts here. First, you mentioned the word contract. I know it's been repetitive, but the only contract any of us have is to do our best to explore our relationships with everyone here in this group. The danger of having a relationship outside of work is that it jeopardizes the therapy work.
Until today.
Absolutely. Until today. I applaud what you've done and your decision to bring it into the group. What my question is why now?
Gentlemen first. My turn again? Okay. I've had my eye on her since the day we started. And she tried this earlier. If she would have tried this earlier, I've done it then too. Call me Mr. Available.
We were having coffee like we usually do after a meeting. Everyone went off into their own direction, so he invited me to get dinner, which he's done often, but this time I suggested he come into my place. I think Julius mentioning his illness and the group ending has caused me to seek personal permanent bond. Since I came back from India, I've been preoccupied with Phyllis' return.
Is it possible that Phyllis' presence plays a role in the timing of you guys' affair?
No, I don't see it. I think it was just sheer horniness.
It would help if you guys expressed your feelings to each other. It seems like you're avoiding each other.
I'm just gonna be honest. I'm uneasy. I don't like the way you handle things today. You could have asked if I were on board.
Sorry, but we both knew it had to come out sometime.
You have the most convenient and flexible relationship to contracts. You earn them when you feel like it.
Who are you to speak about contracts? What about the contract between students and a teacher?